That lap shouldn't be possible. 51 seconds faster than the previous record, in the most dangerous circuit on Earth, in a car Porsche only drove once, then locked away forever. The motorsport community called it fake. It wasn't, and the car that said it is at the end of this video. 7 cars too dangerous for any public road. Machines that were never meant to exist outside a circuit, built to break records, terrify their drivers, and rewrite what's physically possible. And by the time you reach number 1, you'll understand why they called the time fake. Number 7. McLaren Senna GTR. McLaren named this car after Ayrton Senna. You don't use that name unless you mean it. 825 horsepower, 1,188 kilograms, no air conditioning, no infotainment. The doors don't have interior handles. Everything that doesn't make the car faster was removed. Here's the detail nobody talks about. McLaren tested the Senna GTR exclusively at their own circuit in Woking before any customer took delivery. They needed to confirm the car wouldn't overwhelm professional drivers. A car built by a company that employs professional racing drivers, and they still had to make sure it was survivable. 75 units, $1.4 million each. No license plates, no road registration, and this is the tamest car on this list. Number 6. Pagani Zonda R. Horacio Pagani has said publicly that the Zonda R is the car he always wanted to build. Everything before it was preparation. Everything after it is a response to it. A Mercedes-AMG 6.0-liter V12, 750 horsepower, carbon titanium monocoque weighing 1,070 kilograms. That power-to-weight ratio puts it in territory where physics starts feeling negotiable. Downforce exceeding the car's own weight at speed, meaning it could theoretically drive on a ceiling. And here's something most people miss. Pagani builds the carbon titanium monocoque entirely in-house at their facility in San Cesario Sol Pinero. 15 people, one building, producing chassis technology that rivals anything in Formula One for 15 cars. $2.5 million each, and Pagani lets you take it home. The next car on this list, Ferrari won't even let you keep it. Number 5. Ferrari FXX-K Evo. Ferrari doesn't sell you an FXX-K Evo. Ferrari invites you. And that's not marketing language. That's the actual process. First, you need to already own multiple Ferraris, long relationship with the brand, then Ferrari evaluates whether you're suitable for the program. If you pass, you pay north of $2.5 million. And then Ferrari keeps the car at their facility. You make an appointment to drive it on their schedule, at their circuits, with their engineers monitoring your telemetry in real time. 1,050 horsepower, hybrid V12, over 640 kilograms of downforce at speed. The Evo package adds 23% more downforce than the standard FXX-K through a redesigned rear fin and front dive planes. At 200 kilometers an hour, the car generates enough force to drive upside down. You're not buying a car. You're buying access to a private laboratory where you happen to be the test pilot. Every car so far runs on petrol. The next one doesn't use a single drop of fuel. It's faster than all of them. 3 entries in. An 825 horsepower McLaren that professional drivers needed training for. A Pagani that Horacio calls his life's work. A Ferrari that won't let you take it home after you've paid $2.5 million. And these are at the bottom of the list. What's coming next makes all 3 of them look rational. Number 4. Volkswagen ID R. This is a Volkswagen. It has no engine, no gearbox, no exhaust note, and it has broken more records than anything else on this list. 2 electric motors, 670 horsepower, 1,100 kilograms. It set the outright record at Pikes Peak. 7 minutes, 57 seconds up, 156 turns, and 1,440 meters of elevation change. No combustion engine in history has beaten that time, Not a Ferrari, not a Porsche, not a Lamborghini, a Volkswagen. And here's the detail that makes this entry matter beyond the record. Volkswagen built a single car. They proved that the future of track dominance doesn't require a single drop of fuel. And then they moved on. The IDR was a statement, not a product. An electric Volkswagen holds a record no supercars touched. But the next car is almost triple the horsepower from a 16-cylinder engine that shouldn't exist. Number 3. Bugatti Bolide. Thousand and 825 horsepower. That's the answer to a question Bugatti had never asked. What happens when you take the Chiron's quad-turbo W16 and remove every restriction designed to keep it safe for roads? Racing fuel, stripped interior, aerodynamics from Le Mans prototypes. The body generates so much downforce it could drive upside down in a tunnel ceiling above 350 kilometers an hour. The engineers didn't design this car for a customer. They designed it for themselves, to answer the question of what the W16 was truly capable of with no rules. Bugatti claims a Nürburgring time of 5 minutes and 23 seconds. The current real-world record is around 6 minutes, 38 seconds. The Bolide wouldn't break it. It would humiliate it by over a minute. 40 units, $4.7 million each, the most powerful track car ever conceived by a road car manufacturer. Everything so far was built by car manufacturers. The final two were built by racing teams. That's a completely different level of machine. Number 2. Ferrari 499P.
A dream is a powerful thing. The passion to go after it is what makes it special. A pursuit fueled by the fire of our racing spirit.
In 1965, Ferrari dominates Le Mans. First, second, and third. Then, for reasons involving politics, a rivalry with Ford that became an Oscar-nominated film, and a fight that consumed both companies, Ferrari walked away for 50 years. In 2023, they came back. 499P, a hybrid prototype with a twin-turbo V6 and electric motor producing over 690 horsepower, entered the Hypercar class against Toyota, Porsche, Peugeot, and Cadillac, teams with years of preparation and development. And Ferrari won, in their first attempt back at the race they'd abandoned half a century earlier. A 50-year absence followed by an immediate victory. That doesn't happen in motorsport. It barely happens in fiction. Some of you think this should be number 1. A Le Mans return story this perfect sounds like it was written by a screenwriter, not lived by an engineering team. But the car that is number 1 did something even more impossible. Number 1. Porsche 919 Evo. Porsche 919 Hybrid won Le Mans 3 years straight, 2015, 2016, 2017. The most dominant prototype in modern endurance racing. And at the end of 2017, Porsche announced the program was finished. But before they closed the book, the engineers asked for one last run. Not a race, a tribute. A farewell. They took the 919 and removed every regulation that had constrained it. FIA fuel flow limits, gone. Minimum weight, gone. Aerodynamic restrictions, gone. They rebuilt the car the way they'd always wanted to. 1,160 horsepower from a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder hybrid. 849 kilograms, over 53% more downforce than the Le Mans winning version. The car that won the world's greatest race 3 times had been running at a fraction of its potential. On June 29, 2018, Timo Bernhard took the 919 Evo onto the Nürburgring Nordschleife, 20.6 kilometers of the most demanding circuit on Earth, 170 corners, elevation changes that would break most suspensions. The existing record for a non-F1 car has stood since 1983, set by Stefan Bellof in an era with virtually no safety barriers. 5 minutes, 19 seconds, 51 seconds faster on a single lap. In motorsport, improving a lap record by 1 second is exceptional. 2 seconds is extraordinary. Bellof's record had stood for 35 years and Bernhard demolished it by almost a full minute. The motorsport community called it fake. They demanded verification. It was real. Porsche had simply shown what the 919 could have done all along if the regulations hadn't held it back. And then they parked the car. Program closed. The 919 Evo was never driven in anger again. Porsche's engineers built the fastest car they knew how to build, proved it once, and walked away. The record still stands. That's why it's number one. Not because of the time, because of what it means. The greatest lap record of the 21st century was set by a car in its final day alive. A team saying goodbye by showing the world what they were truly capable of. 7 cars, 7 machines that were never meant for any road you or I will ever drive. Built for circuits, for records, for the obsessive pursuit of what's physically possible when nothing else matters. The 919 Evo's farewell lap is the most dominant record in this list. But the 499P's Le Mans comeback is the better story. And someone is about to tell me the Bolide's numbers are simulated. I want all of it. Which car deserves number one? Tell me. If you're asking me, the 919 Evo. It's not just a 51-second margin. It's that Porsche knew this would be the last time the car would ever run. And they still built it to be perfect. There's something about a farewell that demands your best. Next time, cars that didn't just break records. Cars that broke the companies that built them. The most expensive failures in automotive history. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.